Hi guys, I'm so excited today because I am finally ready to show you guys my makeup wish list haul. I'm also going to include some of the other new things that I've gotten over the past about 2 months, just because I very rarely get new stuff now anymore. I've just been on a low buy for the last 2 years, so I'm just overexcited about this video because a lot of the stuff that was on my makeup wish list I have now purchased. I have tried some of it, I have swatched some of it, and some I haven't even looked at yet. I think most of the products are hits, but I know that some of them are like maybes, or maybe it's a miss. I'm not sure. You help me decide. So let's dig into this. So first off, I got this travel size of the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. It's kind of been the one and only primer I've been wanting for such a long time, and this is very expensive, and it's difficult to get Hourglass here in Norway. I guess you can order from the Sephora website, but it's very expensive. So I got a friend of mine, or a friend of a friend, buying some stuff when she was in the US, and this was one of the items. So I've used this, I've like tried it for like a week, and I decided, well, I guess my conclusion was it's a good primer. It's not amazing for me. I think maybe it's better for more normal to oily skin or combination skin. I'm more normal to dry and dehydrated, and it works fine, but I don't think it's perfect for my skin type. But I will definitely use it up, and I'm very happy to have finally tried it. So yeah, I did like it a lot, but I think it's very difficult to find cruelty-free face primers for normal to dry dehydrated skin. I would say that. So again, any recommendations, bring it on. For foundations, I had 3 on my wish list. One of them was the Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation, and I just can't find it anywhere here in Norway. So, but I did get the 2 other foundations that I really wanted. So the first one is the number 7 Lift and Luminate Foundation. Firmer and even skin, and it has an SPF of 15. I got it in, what is Calico is the color. From what I heard was that when you put it on, you kind of felt it all tighten your face without it being uncomfortable. I can't really say that I have that kind of a feeling, but this is just an all over a good foundation, I think. Not a whole lot of coverage, but just, I would say maybe between, coverage wise, it's between the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder and my Inglot AMC Cream Foundation. Somewhere in between there. But it's really, really like grayish toned, I would say. It's not really cool, and it's definitely not warm, but it's not on the pink side. It's more of on the gray side. So once I blend it really well into my skin, and I put all of the other products on, like concealers and bronzers and highlights, blush, all of that, you can't really see that it's a grayish foundation, but it's just something that I've noticed, and I think it's good if you're like considering to buy this foundation, that you know what kind of tone it's in, because that's very, for me, that's one of the first things I'm looking for. Like, for what skin type is this foundation for? Can I get it in fairest fair? and what kind of tone is the foundation in? So, and lastly, I think this is plastic. I like it. It looks very pretty, the container. You really have to like shake it it's not like, this is not enough. You have to like go all bartender like with this one. And then I don't like the mess that you get with the pump. I love that it is a pump because that's what I prefer when it comes to foundation bottles, but it just, I guess it's because the pump is so short that when I pump it down, like, I don't know if you can see. See? Yeah. See, this is the kind of mess that it makes, and it drives me crazy. So that is what the foundation looks like. Yeah, it blends really nicely into the skin, and I do think that the color suits me well, and it's a very glowy, beautiful foundation. Next is the Kiko Universal Fit Hydrating Foundation. Now I really like this Kiko BB cream that I got last year. This is a little bit too dark for me, and this was the lightest shade, and then I think this was the lightest shade that I got, and I was kind of prepared that it was a little bit too dark for me, but this is really dark. So this is what it looks like. Cool Rose is the name. As you can see, it's very orange, and it's definitely not my color. Yeah, I haven't even tried it on my face. This is too orange. Anyone can see that. I will try it on my face. I am 99% sure that this will not work at all, even if I use like, it's a completely wrong tone, shade, everything. I don't know what I was thinking. All I knew is I couldn't find this one, although I have quite a bit left, but I just wanted to try a light, glowy, hydrating foundation, and this was kind of the one that I found from Kiko. So I wanted to try that one, but I don't think it'll work out. But I'll try it. Next thing on my list is a bunch of concealers. I didn't purchase any of those just because I have a lot of not entirely new concealers, but they're not open yet. I haven't tried them yet, and there's no reason for me to purchase even more concealers. Also the powder from Hourglass in Ethereal Light. I'm waiting for that. I still have a lot of other powders. Eyeshadow primer from Milani. Haven't purchased. I know it'll take some time to use up the ones that I have. Setting spray from Milani or Pixie. Same thing. I have too many. When it comes to contour products, I have not purchased any new ones, but I've gotten a few from a declutter. I don't know, I think I showed you guys this guy in a video. It's the contour kit from Kix. Not loving it. You really have to work with this one to make it look pretty because it's really like patchy, and yeah, but I'm gonna still try to make it work. And then this was an old favorite that I got, the NYX blush in taupe, and this is really getting old. Again, it's declutter from my sister, so I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna check the batch code and see how old this actually is. If it's really old, I just can't use it, but it's lying there for now. So those are all the contour products. I haven't purchased anyone from my list. But for bronzers, I had kind of a thing there because it was funny because, well, I had really been wanting that butter bronzer from Physicians Formula for quite a while. On Douglas here in Norway, you can get that. Unfortunately, Douglas is not going to be selling here in Norway anymore, but they used to sell Physicians Formula. So I decided to order the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Bronzer. And then for some reason, I was really looking forward to this because like this is the one product I'm gonna get and it's gonna be great. I haven't purchased anything in such a long time. It was kind of a reward for a lot of things. It was gonna cheer me up, you know, all those things. And then I get it, and it's the light bronzer, which means it's the lightest one. I think it's the lightest one. I think it's 4 shades now, and I think this is the lightest one. I am going to do a separate video with these two, comparing the 2 shades and what I feel about them. But yeah, I was really disappointed, and I really didn't want to even try this one because I had heard that the tone of this butter bronzer was definitely just off. So I ended up purchasing the butter bronzer and bronzer the right time this time, and I got this one. So this is all cracked and ruined. I haven't opened it. I was so sad. And then I wrote into them, told them the story, and they sent me a new one. And by the time, you know, all this was happening, I was getting really curious about this one. So I opened it and I started using it. But I did get the actual bronzer that I wanted. So that is what this one looks like. And they all smell so good. So there's a swatch of the light bronzer on top there and the actual bronzer on the lowest swatch on the bottom. For blush, I had a lot on my list, but like I said in that make a wish list video, I didn't want to purchase any because I had so many that I need to use up first. But I know what I want when I'm ready to buy it. But I did get this Anastasia blush cream pollen. Yeah, I don't know if that's a name or what, but I got this one in a glossy box, so it's a cream blush. And I don't mind cream blushes. A lot of people don't like them, but I do. And this was actually a really pretty color as well. So that's what that looks like. Really natural and pretty, and yeah, I'm glad I got it. A few other things that I got from Glossy Box that I wasn't really wishing for, but that I'm glad I have backups of, because right now I'm using the Physicians Formula Booster something eyeliner pen. Yeah, I can't remember the actual name, but I got 3 backups. This is one that I purchased myself, the Essence Liquid Ink waterproof eyeliner. I think Tati was the one who talked about this one. And then I got these 2 in a glossy box. The Ciate Fierce Flicks eyeliner. I really like these felt tip liners. Those are my favorite ones. I'm not really into like cream liners anymore. I used to be, but not anymore. And then I got this Steve Laurent precision tip liner. Then for mascara, again, I had so many on my wish list, and there's still many that I want, but you know, there's a limit to how many you can actually have. I think for me it is, but they're all unopened, so that helps. So I got these are mascaras that I've gotten over the last 6 months, I would say, but again, I haven't opened them, so I think they're still good. The Pacifica Stellar Gaze Length and Strength Mineral Mascara with Coconut and Vitamin B. So this is probably the one that I'm most excited about. Also this one from Modelco, the Lash Xtend, which is kind of a tubing mascara, and Lauren Curtis. She's talking about that mascara a lot and she loves it. So I wanted to try that one out. And then there's the Nilens Jord Volume Mascara. This is, I think it's a Danish brand, and I've heard really good things about them. I just got a cheap one from Essence, the I Love Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. This I've heard good things about, and I've heard bad things about them, but now I'm kind of sad that I kind of regret that I didn't get the Lash Princess instead of this one, but I'll get that the next time. It's just a little bit difficult to get Essence product here in Norway. I got the travel size of the Rodial Glamour Lash Mascara in XXL, and also the Clarins Be Long Mascara. These were not on my wish list. I just got them like, I don't know, probably a glossy box. Eyebrows. I have been into the store on 2 occasions, about to get the Anastasia Brow Wiz because that was what was on my wish list, and I look at the price and I think, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have to wait. Like, this is crazy expensive for a brow product. I feel like, I don't know. I mean, it's not that expensive, but it's just, I mean, it's a pencil, and from what I hear, it lasts like 1 to 2 months, and it's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. You tell me if you've tried the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Is it worth it? Like, for real? Can I get something equally as good in the drugstore? I think I can. Lastly, I haven't swatched this. I'm very excited about this one. I was out of any brown eyeliners, which is the kind of eyeliner I usually use the most, besides from nude eyeliner on the waterline. And I was out of it, and I was looking for a new one. I had a bunch on my wish list that I had found to be good, but I decided to get this one, and it is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner in Mr. Bing. And the reason why I got it is, one, Kathleen Lights talks about this all the time, that she loves it, and also I liked how it looked. And Mr. Bing, I'm a huge Friends fan, and Chandler was my favorite character in that TV show. I just like how Colourpop products look. They're so minimalistic and just elegant at the same time. So it's a retractable. I'm wondering if you can... Nope, there's no sharpener. Okay, so you get this much product, which is not too bad, right? Perfect shade of brown, I think, and it was very, very creamy and easy to apply. Okay, let's move on to what I've been looking forward to the most, the lip products and the eyeshadows. I think we can start with the eyeshadows. I'm very surprised that I actually have gotten five new eyeshadow palettes within the last 2 months. That's crazy. That has never happened ever, I think. I mean, I haven't gotten myself a new eyeshadow palette in years. And let me just say, 2 of those 5 eyeshadow palettes are from Glossybox, but one of them was something that I have been wanted for a long time. So I've got new eyeshadow palettes, and I've got a bunch of singles. I'm going to swatch it all for you and tell you first impressions, or some of it I have used for quite a while as well. I'm going to start out with my biggest disappointment, I guess. This is from Absolute New York. It's the Icon Mini Eyeshadow Palette in Gold Glitz. Now, when I open this, this is from Glossybox. I open it, it's like a tin, very similar to the Urban Decay kind of palettes, and very similar to the Naked palette that I also have. It has a mirror, and these are the shades. Now, they're beautiful shades, they just have no pigment. So I'm very disappointed. I did try it out quite a bit, but I just gave up after like a week. I don't know. I mean, you can use them wet and they work okay, but I don't know. I'm not loving this palette. The next eyeshadow palette that I got from Glossybox was from Sleek. Now, this is called Arabian Nights, and I have done a video on this specifically. I'm wearing eyeshadows. All eyeshadows are from this palette that I'm wearing today. I don't know how I feel about this, because I had Sleek on my very long, my original makeup wish list. Sleek palette was one of the products that I really wanted. It was the Storm palette. It wasn't this one, but it has really similar colors. But I'm not impressed. Like, I have used this quite a bit now. I'm like, I've put my Urban Decay Naked Original palette aside just to really try this out. And I mean, the colors are beautiful. They really are. But they're just not what I would typically use anymore. They're a little bit too dark. You can get a decent everyday makeup look with it, so there's nothing really wrong to say about it. I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence about it because I have been wanting a sleek palette for all the way since back when Anastasia Jolie talked about it in her first makeup collection video. She talked about the sleek Storm palette, and so I don't know, but it's a beautiful palette. I don't know. Then I finally got the Zoeva and Taupe palette. Now see, Zoeva is a brand that I have a bunch of makeup brushes from, and I love their makeup brushes. And they have so many beautiful eyeshadow palettes as well. But this is probably like my favorite out of them all. Sadly, it doesn't have a mirror. They're pretty cheap. I mean, it's absolutely drugstore prices, but the quality I think is pretty good. They're not amazing. They're not, but they're good. Like, yeah, I would compare them to like one of the good e.l.f. palettes. Kind of. The Sleek palette, I have another video where I do swatches of that one, so you'll see that in that one video. And then the mini icon, there's no point. There's no pigment there, like hardly. But I'm gonna swatch this for you guys. So we've got Stitch by Stitch, which is just like a creamy base color. Nude base color. Then there's Handmade, and this is just like almost like a rose gold, but like a lightly, like a soft rose gold. Then there's just a matte taupe, basically. I got more of a transition color. It's like a really something between, like more of a tan. Something between a gray and a lavender color. And it's beautiful. So beautiful. Gosh, I love it. Then there's a whitish silver. And then there's like a light shimmery taupe. And it has shifts of pink. It's gorgeous. Then we have Outline. And Outline is more bronzy. Shimmery bronze, I would say. Then we have a shimmery taupish purplish gray. They're all like a variety of taupe. And then there's more of a matte purple. And they're all looking so beautiful. I think this is my kind of palette. This is not what the trends are saying. Like, the trends are saying really warm orange, red, shockingly pink, like all fuchsia. Those kinds of colors, I think, are what people tend to go for these days, but I really like those cool toned eyeshadows. I love them. I mean, I like them, those warm toned eyeshadows as well, but these are my favorite, my go-tos, and I just think they're beautiful. And yeah, I'm really happy about this palette. Then we have the two eyeshadow palettes that I got from Colourpop. This was kind of the offer. I think it was $10 or $12 for this one when I got it, and I have done a video on this. I'm not sure if I've uploaded any of them. There's like there's no rhyme and reason for me when it comes to uploading videos in the right order. But yeah, this is so convenient. I love the colors. It has an okay mirror, and it's just a very travel friendly, neutral, nice palette that you can definitely make an everyday eyeshadow look with, as well as more of a smoky look or a goldy eyeshadow look, bronze. Oh, it's so beautiful. and it swatches so nicely. And this is my first time trying out Colourpop eyeshadows, and I'm very surprised. So there you go. I think they're super pigmented, and I'm surprised that they're so easy to blend. They just, oh, I love it. I'm so happy that I got a new travel friendly eyeshadow palettes. Those are my favorites. I don't like those really big ones that I can't really take anywhere. I love those smaller ones that has kind of a selection of colors, and these are rather warm, but yeah, I love it. I have nothing bad to say about this palette. I hear people are complaining about the prices of those Colourpop palettes, and I get it because usually they don't come with a mirror and all of that, but I mean, the quality is so good, I think, and the colors are so beautiful. So I don't think the price is too bad. I have just gotten like a taste of Colourpop, my first time trying Colourpop, and I'm really in love. So You Have Me at Hello is more of a like mauvey toned eyeshadow palette. It's bigger, but it's still not like super big of a palette. It's still travel friendly, I would say. And this has a mirror. This has a mirror. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Colourpop palettes does have a mirror. Okay, maybe I was wrong. And it has the names of the eyeshadows in the back. So I really haven't swatched these yet, and so I'm very, very excited and curious about this. Okay, let's try the first one. Alright, that's just a beautiful classic champagne color, which I love that they include in palettes. I think they're great for like inner corner highlights. Then there's like a beautiful gold, very soft gold. Oh, they're so like soft and nice. Oh, this is almost like an ochre colored, no, more like an orange ochre matte shade. There's a good variety of matte and shimmery shades in this palette. Oh, this is very unique. Oh, how can I describe this one? This is a burgundy pink with a shift of gold. That's beautiful. So that was my first row, and this is what they look like. Then we have a mauvey brown matte shade, beautiful in the crease, I think. Oh my god, I love these colors. They're so beautiful. Wow. Then we have, how do I describe this one? A bronzy burgundy. No, it's mostly bronze, but it has kind of a red undertone. Then there's a matte purple or lavender color. Beautiful. More of a true bronze color. So that was the second row. Wow, they're very different in texture as well. Some of them are really buttery and soft, and other ones are more hard and a little bit more like powdery, but still pigmented. Then we have a matte warm brown, and then matte warm brown and a matte cool brown, I would say. That's how I would describe it. And then there's a taupe. And lastly, that's a matte dark warm brown. So that's the third row right there. So these are all the colors. I'm so good at swatching, but yeah, this is what you get. Love it. Okay. I'm gonna have to continue later because my memory card is full and I don't have another one. Anyways, I don't know how to describe this wattles color. It's kind of like a brownish, purplish color, but they're both beautiful, but they don't have the same consistency. As you can see, I swatched the two. I've never swatched them before. But with this one, the Wattles one, the textured part came off immediately, and with this one it didn't. So I don't know if there's any difference in general or if it's a bad one, but I still love the color, so it's okay. Next, I've got another pressed powder shadow. I'm gonna have to like hurry this now, getting stressed out. This I think is, let's see, I got this on sale, so it wasn't anything that I was like really wanting. Oh, that's a beautiful, oh, beautiful shade. It's like a, I think it's great for an inner corner highlight. It has a satin finish, almost a yellowish kind of color. It's beautiful. I love it. And then the rest of this is Makeup Geek. So we've got Unexpected. And as expected, this is a very similar color as that Bill color from Colourpop. This is not as pigmented though, but it's still pigmented. It's still nice. I like it. I love the color. It's more grayish. This is from Makeup Geek. This was Unexpected, and this is Bill. So they're similar, but still not the same. And there's Faux Fur. And this is really soft. This is just like a cool taupey brown. Then I got one of the duochrome eyeshadow pans, and this one's in maitai. So I don't really know how to describe it. You can see for yourself. It shifts in many color directions. Like there's corals and pinks and all kinds of colors. Beautiful. Then I got a foiled eyeshadow in Luna. So this is very different in texture. It's very powdery, but it's beautiful. Kind of like a bronzy brown. And there you have all the eyeshadows. Okay, I just have to say, I'm trying to take this off, and the Colourpop eyeshadows are really hard to take off. Just so you guys know. If I can make this, we're going to quickly go through lip products, which is also very exciting. I got two lip balms. This one's the Saint Laurent lip gloss, but it's really a lip balm if you ask me. Got it from a glossy box in Nude Pop. And I've tried it a few times, and I like the shade. It just doesn't really fit me. I don't know. I didn't like it a whole lot. And then I got the Pacifica Color Quench Lip Tint in Coconut Cherry. Haven't tried that one either, but I'm really excited. Then I have 4 chubby sticks. That 2 that I've repurchased. This e.l.f. Tea Rose. I repurchased, and that tells you a lot. I love when I repurchase something, that means I really love it. It's just a unique color, I think, and I really like the formula and everything about it. This next one is a really cheer one. It's from Isadora. It's the Twist Up Glossy Stick in Lovely Lavender. This is a repurchase as well. I just love it for every day. Don't need a mirror, and the color is just beautiful, I think. This next one is more patchy, and I really have to like work with it to make it work. But it's from Laka & Co. Cloud Lips in something Storm. I can't really read it, but it is a gorgeous color. But I like to put it on and then take it off and wear it kind of like a stain, because it stains really beautifully. And then I got the Lipsticks in Tootsie. And this one I kind of regretted buying, because I didn't think that this was going to be so brown. I thought it was going to be more mauve, and it's just not, and I'm not sure if I look nice in it. So I might do lip swatches for you afterwards. Maybe I'll do that. And you can decide which ones look good on me and which ones does not. I got 4 bullet lipsticks, so I'll show you those. The first one I got from the Declutter from my sister. This is from Bare Minerals. It's the Pop of Passion in Plumberry Pop. Yeah. kind of sheer, but really a pop of color. Very moisturizing, I think, and yeah, I like it. This next one is from Tanya Burke Cosmetics, and it's called Birthday Cake, and I love the packaging, by the way, but the color, I don't know, it comes on, it's so smooth and creamy and nice. I love that, but I don't love the color. It's just too light and peachy for me. Then I had to get one of the Charlotte Tilbury beautiful lipsticks, and the shade I decided to pick was Bitch Perfect. And when I first got it, I wasn't sure. I mean, I liked the color, but again, it's a little bit too warm, a little bit too like peachy beigey type of color. So I wasn't sure about it, and I'm still not sure, but the more I use it, the more I like it. So I'm gonna have to give it a chance. And the last one is my favorite one. I think it might be, yeah, it's one of the 2-3 favorite lip products that I got, and it's from Kiko. And I love the packaging. You just like push it and it comes out like so. This is, I think it's called Pink Sand. It doesn't say, it just says 102, but I'm pretty sure it's called Pink Salmon. I just want to put it on because it's so beautiful. It's the perfect everyday shade, I think. Then there's two kind of lip gloss products. One that I got from the Declutter from my sister, the NYX Butter Gloss. I've had one of these before in Strawberry Parfait, and I really like the shade of this one. Really beautiful, like pinkish, bright pink. I love it. And then this next one, I was trying to get like a dupe for this one, which is the Inglot Sleek Cream in 94. Just a really beautiful pink with some mauve to it. So I got the Finders Keepers from Colourpop, the Ultra Glossy Lip, and it was not very similar. I thought it was, but it's really not. Now, I didn't mind this one too much, but it's way darker than I thought it would be. So that was the Colourpop one, and the one that I really wanted it to dupe was this one. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I got a bunch of new lip liners, and I'm going to swatch them all for you and tell you a little bit about them. So there you have, very oddly swatched all of the lip liners that I got. The first one is one that I already own. It's from NYX, and it's one that I'm panning in pale pink. And this is really one that I really wanted to find a dupe of. It's like just like a cool pink color, and I just can't find it, so well. Then we have the Colourpop Lumiere, and it's just like a beautiful darker mauve, I would say. Then we have Kiko number 503. And it's just it's a little bit more peachy, I guess you could say, but it's really beautiful. Then there's another Kiko in 405, and this is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. I love it. It's retractable. This is Isadora Perfect Lip Liner in Vintage Pink. Gorgeous. It has a little bit of almost like a shimmer to it. Then this is an H&M lip liner in Au Natural, and it's just a brown that I feel like I can actually wear. I haven't worn it a whole lot, but I do like it. And this, lastly, is Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is beautiful. I just wasn't expecting it to be this beige, I guess. I thought it would be more pink, but yeah, I like it. Then lastly, we're down to liquid lipsticks, and this was really a hit and miss.